The Educational Foundation of Allegan Public Schools is proud to once again sponsor the 6th Annual Most Valuable Educator Awards. This annual event is just one more way to get our entire community on deck for education. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we are unable to have an in-person event this year. However, the Ed Foundation still wanted to acknowledge some of the fabulous educators we have in our community. Seniors on both the girls and boys basketball teams were asked to select their most valuable educator to recognize as their MVE. They could choose a teacher, a coach, an administrator, or any other school personnel who has influenced them in a positive way during their years at Allegan Public Schools. As an added bonus, the Allegan Credit Union has provided all the teachers that were selected with a gift card. CEO Chris Lewis wanted to share that they are grateful for the opportunity to give back to our local educators. The credit union thanks the Ed Foundation and the school board for allowing them to continue to be a partner in this program. As a spouse of an educator, Chris knows how important a few extra dollars can be in the lives of a teacher. Not to mention these educators are MVEs, so they obviously have touched the lives of a student, and that in itself is awesome, and more important than ever in our crazy world. Congratulations to all of this year's MVEs, and another thank you to Allegan Credit Union for their continued support of APS.
Picking Mrs. Lucas was a pretty easy choice for me as my most valuable educator because she has impacted me in so many ways. Mrs. Lucas made waking up for school an easy thing to do. She made learning fun. The games for learning multiplication facts, memorizing state capitals, or reading a book at tea time, and learning about her home country of England topped my list of memorable events. Mrs. Lucas had a knack for getting not only myself, but all of the students excited about learning. When looking back on my education in Allegan, I can say without a doubt, most of the things that make me the student I am today came from the teachings of Mrs. Lucas. Not only am I a better student because of you, but I'm a better person. Thank you, Mrs. Lucas.
Senior Zach Travis nominated Miss Benoit as Most Valuable Educator. Miss Benoit is a great teacher, he said. He has had her for English classes, and she is always so supportive and pushing him to do better. He always gets to be in her Tigervention class, and she continues to encourage him to do his work. Although Miss Benoit says that the students heckle her, Zach knows she is going to miss the seniors in her TV class. Shout out to Miss B. Thanks for everything you do.
My name is Annabelle Bishop. My most valuable educator is Mrs. Chalupa. Mrs. Chalupa has coached me in cross country all 4 years of high school. She has always believed in me and has pushed me to be who I am today. Coach Chalupa helped me realize the importance of off-season training. She has not only been my coach, but has given me advice for my future education. Whether we are running or driving to state meets together, it is always so fun to be around her. Thank you, Coach, for always believing in me and helping me find a love for running.
Senior Tyler Aldrich nominated High School Secretary Sharon Fales. Tyler said, even though most seniors chose a teacher for being a most valuable educator, I believe that not acknowledging the work done in the background of Allegan Public Schools would be immoral. For her work as secretary of the high school, I nominate Sharon Fales for this award. Tyler continued, Mrs. Fales has served Allegan Public Schools for 27 years as high school secretary, in addition to 7 years at the middle school as secretary. Being a graduate from Allegan High School, Mrs. Fales has created a positive environment for students, teachers, and school employees in her hometown. Mrs. Fales treats her peers with compassion, just as a grandmother would to the youngest members of her family. Her near-perfect work attendance and commitment to Allegan Public Schools is shown. Even though her work ethic is demonstrated at school, Mrs. Fales demonstrates her commitment to her job outside of school. During the state-mandated lockdown, Mrs. Fales had the struggles of buying groceries for herself and her husband with kidney disease and cancer, while also being at risk for the virus. However, she was excited to have honor roll certificates finished in front of her on her typewriter at home. Mrs. Fales finds positivity in any circumstance that she is in, which is spread throughout the high school. Thank you, Mrs. Fales, for your dedication to the school district, and please enjoy your retirement someday.
For my most valuable educator, I chose Mr. Pennock because, he's always been a positive guy in my life. I often found myself talking to him at lunch and just like in the hallways. He was always easy to talk to and made my day better every day.
Senior Caitlin Fulton nominated Laura Sullivan. Caitlin said, "I picked Mrs. Sullivan because she was one of the most influential teachers I had throughout K-12. She was always so supportive, fun, nice, and allowed me to try new things and to step out of my comfort zone. I was truly blessed to get her for 2 years. Flash forward 10 years and she is still super supportive and an amazing person. She has supported me in my academics, athletics, and other things in life. She has one of the kindest hearts I know, is very accepting, and could put a smile on your face even if you don't feel like it. Along with all of this, she is one of the most hardworking staff members I know in Allegan. Although I'm not continuing into teacher education, she definitely inspired me to get involved in it."
My APS staff member I'm choosing for my most valuable educator is Miss Calvert. Miss Calvert was one of my most influential teachers in my career of learning at Allegan Public Schools. She makes learning fun for me and many others, and it's greatly appreciated by me and a lot of other students at Allegan Public Schools. Thank you, Miss Calvert.
Cooper Lake nominated Miss Waynick. He chose Miss Waynick because she has always kept him on the right path, as well as always keeping everyone uplifted, and she has always helped kids have great days. Cooper said, "She has impacted me on so many ways, but the most memorable way is always having positive energy and having everyone be themselves. Thank you, Mrs. Waynick."
Go. Hi, my APS staff member is Miss Hickson. She taught me in 11th grade, and the reason I chose her is because she made it fun and easy to learn. She always understood us, and she was always super chill. Thank you for making it easy, and thank you for understanding us students.
Anna Allen nominated Susan Schock. Susan Schock is a teacher for Allegan Online. Anna chose Mrs. Schock because throughout her years as a student at Allegan High School, she helped Anna dramatically. Anna said, "I rarely talked to Mrs. Schock when I was physically in school, but when I'd go through the library and get to class, I'd see her, and her jokes and even our conversations would just make my day. After COVID hit in March, I went online and Mrs. Schock was my guide throughout the whole online process. She made sure she emailed me daily, helped me with homework, testing, and overall was such a tremendous help to my jump to online learning. Without her, I probably would not have been as successful as I am now."
The person I picked for my most valuable educator was Miss Hoyer. She was my teacher from 9th through 11th grade, and she was always there to help me out if I ever needed anything, and she gave me some opportunities to do some really cool things that I feel like I can take with me for the rest of my life.
On behalf of the Educational Foundation of Allegan Public Schools and the Allegan Credit Union, congratulations to our 2021 MVEs.